Yo, what is up, everybody? Coming at you guys with another video today, and you guys already know what we're over here doing. We're over here playing with the ants today because hey, this is what my life has come to be: is buying NFTs and making ants dig for ant gold and making them eat sugar. So this is what my life has come to. This has been a great experience so far. So the mint was today. I was able to get 5 ants through the whitelist. I was trying to get 10 total, but I wasn't able to get that done. So I was able to get 5 through the whitelist. I was able to mint 4 through the public mint. So it ended up being right around 9 AVAX for 9 ants. So just more of it was gas fees because the gas fees were outrageous once everybody started minting. Also remember that, this minted out in 16 minutes. That's crazy. I was asking questions today in the chat like, how fast do some of the other ones mint out? And this one seemed to mint out faster than the other ones from what I was hearing. Now, guys, I'm just showing you my experience with this. This is not financial advice in any way. This is not telling you to come play this game. This is not telling you to spend your life savings on NFTs. What I am doing is showing you guys kind of what my motions are going to be through the game and kind of just give you guys my experience so far. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see, 10,000 out of 10,000 ants have already been minted, and there's no more ants, guys, until generation 2, which that hasn't been confirmed, but these projects usually have a couple generations. So all of gen 1 is, or gen 0 is minted out at this point. So let's play. As you guys can see, this is the Anthill here. So it's pretty cool how it is. It's almost like a vertical scroller. So this is the Anthill, and these are the unminted NFTs, or not unminted because they've all been minted, but they're stuck on level 0 or stage 0. These are on stage 1. And I believe there was a boss here. So it was the faceless boss. It was defeated. So pretty much it's pretty cool because it's like a community activity that everybody comes in here, and there's a boss that has a lot of health, and everybody contributes sugar to beat the boss. So the boss has been beat here, and as you can see, these people are the people that contributed the most sugar, and this is 1, 2, and 3. So pretty cool here. As you guys can see, some of the pretty cool designs. I mean, some of these are pretty interesting. I like this Pikachu one. That's super cool. And I'll show you guys my ants really quick. I was able to get 9. I will probably get 10 just because who doesn't like even numbers? I hate having just 9 ants. Like, just let me go ahead and get the 10th one, so I'll be good to go. So as you can see, I got 10 of the ant gold here. So this was from the boss battle. So if you contribute 30 sugar, or at least 30 sugar, you will get 10 ant gold from the queen. So that's what that's from. This is from me converting some previous sugar to, or previous gold to ant sugar. So I have a little bit of a balance here, but what I'm going to show you guys is me claiming this here. As you can see, I'm making 90 ant G per day, and these are the ones I have. So got one catching some air here on the skateboard. We got one here with the treasure chest on the back. We got the rubber ducky on the back. This is probably my favorite one. I'm probably going to make this my profile picture. That's pretty dope. The duck with the cigarette in his mouth. You have the one with the hair at the shark, the apple on the back. I have no clue what that is. That looks like some kind of vegetable. You got the Santa Claus. You got the one with the wings, the apple. So I got a couple commons, 1 uncommon, and 3 rares. I swear that's usually how it goes for me. I usually get a couple like rares. I never get like a legendary or an epic or a super, super rare one. I always kind of get a couple that are at the top, but not the greatest, and then mostly a handful of commons. But that's just more so because of the probabilities. So what you can do here, guys, is I'm gonna go ahead and show you me claiming the ant gold I've made so far. I make about 90 a day, and my plan is to take as much ant gold as I can, convert it to sugar, and then from that point on, I'm gonna dig as deep as I can. So the ants have to use sugar to be able to dig to the further stages. So the further that you get in terms of stages, the more daily AntGold you get. Now, rarity right now does not matter, but they did say in the future there are going to be like special abilities. So, I don't know if someone got special moves, special attacks, game breakers, whatever you want to call it. I don't know exactly what that's going to be, but if you do have a rare one, definitely hold on to it. Now, we're going to let this work through real quick, claiming that AntGold, turn it into sugar so we can do some digging. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with some of the sugar that we do have. Hopefully actually, I can't even do that. I got to sit there and wait for the AntGold. But what we can do is, okay, we got our 33 AntGold here. We're going to go ahead and swap that to sugar. So for each AntG, you get 18 sugar. So we're about to do some digging. And this thing always takes forever to load up. All right, now that we got the AVAX network to stop playing games with us so that we can play our games, we're gonna go ahead and get digging with these ants. Now what I did is I swapped some of the sugar, or I swapped some of the AntG over to sugar. I'll show you guys how you do that. So each AntG you have is going to be 18 sugar. So my goal with this is to sit here and get as much sugar as possible, because that's usually my strategy with these games is, if I get in day one, my goal is to build as big of a position as I can. I'm not really here to, get AntGold and cash it out as fast as possible. My goal is to get my ants as far as possible so that we can start increasing our AntG per day and then really start cashing that out, because that's my goal, is to get at least to stage 10, and then we can start looking at what I want to do with the AntGold. So now that we have some sugar here, and this will convert to sugar very shortly, we're going to go ahead and dig. Now, one thing that I did see is I had to refresh this one or two times before it actually let me dig. It was saying I didn't have enough sugar, but I just think it didn't refresh from my first purchase. So just make sure that if it does, it's X'd out and you have enough sugar, that you just refresh it and you should be good to go. So let's get these digging real quick. So we'll get that one done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do this for all of them, and then we'll get back together. All right, guys, we are back in business. We got our ants putting in that work. As you can see, we've upgraded them all to stage 2 as we scroll down. You can also see, like I said earlier, that the rarity does not matter. You get the same amount of AntG per day dependent on the stage you're on, not the rarity. But different rarities will have different abilities, which we'll see later in the game, as I said, so definitely stay tuned for that. You can also see that the amount of sugar needed to dig went up by like 400%, so a little bit of a bump there, but I'll still be able, even at current sugar level, I'll be able to get 5 of these to the next stage. But as I got 112 AntGold coming in per day, so we'll be able to get a lot of sugar. So I can't wait for this to accumulate for tomorrow, and then I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna put some work in on that boss. But speaking about the boss, guys, we have a new boss that popped up as I was scrolling through here, and this is exactly what I was mentioning earlier. So with these bosses, if they are not beat, you cannot move to the next stage. So we will not be able to move on to the next stage until we get this boss out of here. Now, 2 million hit points, I think this is going to take a little bit. I don't know exactly how long, but my ants are going to be putting in some work on him tomorrow. They're going to be getting their licks on him, so can't wait for that. And then you also get possible like random NFTs from beating these bosses. So there's a lot of incentive with this. I think it's going to be a super cool game. Super simple. Super cool. I like the concept. The NFTs are awesome. Once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to invest in this. I'm just telling you it's pretty cool from my perspective, and more so just giving you my experience with it. Now, if you do want to come check it out, definitely do so. You can buy ants off of the market, and I'll show you the market in a few seconds. But you can definitely come check out the docs here as well if you do want to, look at the ant paper and some of the things like that. Now, boxes, I don't have any of those, but let's see if we can go check out the market real quick. So I'm pretty sure I had saw these at a floor of, I think, right around 2. Let's see if we can get to the market from here. Nope, I don't see the ability. Oh, well, there's the marketplace. So we'll go ahead and check it out here and see what the floor is at. Okay, so it's back up to 2. So that's the cool thing with this game, is it doesn't really matter what rarity you have. I'm probably going to scoop up one off the floor just so I can get that even 10 and get it caught up with the other ones. But definitely some pretty cool ones here if you want to check it out on NFT or nftrade.com. We have a floor price of 2. So if you got 2 AVAX, which is right around $160, $170, feel free to hop in here and get you one of these Avalant NFTs and get building through that anthill. Now, I'm definitely going to be looking more at some of the GameFi stuff, play to earn stuff on AVAX. Pretty cool concept. Definitely going to try to get in some white papers and bring you guys some more content on this, because I do think this is super cool, super interesting, and something a little bit different than, the normal passive income streams and DeFi stuff that I normally do. So definitely make sure that you guys check out my content on Twitter and Instagram as well as Crypto101. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button, smashing the subscribe button, hitting that notification button so that you know as soon as I release these videos, so you're not late to anything that I talk about. Now we're over here making the gains on Avalanche. We're putting our ants to work, and we're going to keep getting these sugar, and we're going to be whooping up on some bosses. So stay tuned.